Had to let go of who I thought I should be to find who I am. Don't mean the edited one for the gram, but I mean the one who needs love, has fear and doubt, and only comes out around fam. See, I'm just a man, I bleed and it's red, but trying to quiet the voice in my head. Too weak to repeat all the things that it says. You're destined to slip when you live on the edge, and I'm doing my best, but it's never enough. It's always, hey, when you gon' follow this up? I give up so much of myself, my art, my soul. There isn't much left in my cup, not praying enough. Don't know who to trust, don't follow for follow, I follow my gut. There is no more room for discourse anymore. It's I'm right and you're wrong and agree or shut up. What in the fuck? What will we learn? Together we grow and divided we burn. There's over 7 billion of us on earth, and here I am talking about putting me first. And all of my hurt, like anyone cares. I have a tendency to overshare. Crazy to look at a sea full of people and still feel like there isn't anyone there as everyone stares. I swear that I'm fine, tears streaming out of both of my eyes. They love to see all this raw and real emotion so they can upload it online. The story is mine, they took and rewrote it. They'll do anything for a click and they post it, but never with credit. My art has been less than a trend while people pretend like they own it. Okay, duly noted, they change in due time. Things that I wanted are losing their shine. Now all I want is a text or to talk to my dad, but no, I never get a reply. And that weighs on my mind, not trying to hard, but I have to live with this hole in my heart. And maybe the only real way that I know how to cope is by losing myself in the art. I said things that were harsh and I never meant. I let this content really mess with my head. So many things that I wish I had done and had said before I never saw him again. Time that I make amends and pull back the curtain. I barely was there even when he was hurting. And I think of that, I think, damn, what a terrible son. And I question myself as a person, a human still learning. Just a human still learning. No, I'll never be perfect. That's the only thing certain. Yeah. Someone mentioned the music was saving their life. They relate to it so much it hurts. And I thought to myself, I'm so glad I could help, but it's you who put in all the work. So don't give me credit, cause I'm just a human who loses himself in his words. I wonder if Steve ever thought that one day we'd be treating the NEP like a church and hold up these content creators and athletes and artists as if they were gods. Until we decide they no longer have value, then they're thrown away and forgot. See, honestly, all that we are is a sum of our vices, our fears, and our flaws. And then at the end, we end up in a box that can't bring anything that we bought. All the things that we're not make us who we are. Nobody thought I would make it this far. Used to shoot for the sky till I realized that it had been proven that humans are made out of stars. I spill out my heart, it's all that I know. Never been good at just letting shit go. Do you know how it feels to sink all that you have in your craft and still feel like there's nothing to show? Cause here is a poem, a letter, a song. I don't know where in the fuck I belong. There's nothing more lonely than being surrounded by people, yet all of you people are wrong. I feel like a pawn, I feel like I'm trapped. There's people I miss, I can never get back. I've been learning that life's not about how much water we have. It's about how we look at the glass, that's a lot to unpack, yeah. There's a jump on the track, give them all that you have, yeah. Ever since I don't know what it's like to hold back, yeah. When the story's authentic, you don't need to act, yeah. Never needed to act, yeah. There's concepts I need to explore, feelings I can't just ignore. Who cares what you do, who you doing it for? Oh my, how the tables have turned since I used to serve food that I couldn't afford. Mom and dad got divorced, mom just got remarried. For most of my life, our commitment was scary, but now I don't know. Some places you can't take a road. If you don't like the story, you should write your own.
What's happening? Happy Sunday. I know it's Sunday. It's not Monday. And we're not even on schedule. It's 11 a.m. My time, at least. But wherever you're at, hoping you're having a good day. I figured I'd just hop on. Just hang out for a little bit. It doesn't seem like anyone's coming online in my little friend group, so I go to my other friend group. You guys. I figured we had a little bit of exciting price action yesterday. Worthwhile talking about. Let's go ahead and hop over. I don't even have everything set up correctly. I kind of just rushed into this. There we go. That should work. Hola! Happy weekend. So let's start off with what I'm waiting on currently. And then we'll kind of get down to the nitty-gritty of everything else. So I am currently waiting on getting back into an entry on ADA. I previously tried to enter that the other day, but with this little drop, I did get knocked out of it. So once we get back above, wait, did we already just cross that? No, we're close to it. We're close to it. Once we get back above this low right here, about 42.35 cents, we're pretty much right on it. So I should probably go ahead and set up a conditional quick. Make sure I got everything set up correctly in terms of risk. We'll proceed. Right now the account's in at 1770. And I want to be using, this is not KDA, so I do want to be using a little bit more risk here. Okay. So 106. What we're looking for. Just to make sure that is, yeah, I'll put my entry at 42.35. Change this to quantity. Yeah. Was 106.2. 400. 300. All right, so like 250. 255. 254. We'll do 251. Buy long. Oh shoot. Oh, I can change it to percent now. Perfect. Do 15%. What just changed? Why did that go down to, I'm so confused. Didn't it just say 106? Oh, that's confusing, man. Oh, come on. Okay, so it's close to 4,000. So like 3,800, 3,600, 700. Okay, so 3,700 and then 15%. But how you guys doing? What's going on? Kite, you're a Freemason? No, not. I was taught by a Freemason, if that makes any difference. Not trading, that is. My my social studies class for 7th grade. No, it was 8th. It was 8th grade. He was a Freemason, which was pretty cool. He was very flamboyant. So he liked to talk a lot about his life. I remember I was at Best Buy probably a couple months back. This dude had a souped up Mercedes SUV and a little Freemason emblem on the back. I think even like the center emblem of his tires, he changed to Freemason, which was pretty cool. What happened to my portfolio? The market. So the major thing was we changed to inverse perpetual before this drop right here, because as long as we were above this, I wanted to insert money into inverse perpetual. And unfortunately, I didn't hold this trade like I should have. So that drained the account. We were up to like 7.5K. And then a couple stop outs, and as well as that, sitting in inverse perpetual. If the market does go down, I lose total portfolio dollar amount. I still have the same amount of Bitcoin relatively, maybe not quite, but I lost 42% at that bottom there. And you can see we're kind of at that bottom right now. As well as that, withdrew 1,000 just because we were still sitting at 3K. So we're still up 200% on the portfolio. I withdrew 1,000. Just to get the initial investment out of the way. Everything from here on out is free money. Simple as that. So if we were to jump back up here, you know, since I am sitting in inverse perpetual, we would immediately add 52% to our portfolio. As well as that, we're already in some long trades, so that would amplify as well. You're getting wrecked? I don't quite know how. We haven't gotten stopped out of BTC in like 2.5 weeks. I took that last trade on Ethereum like a week ago. Haven't been stopped out of that. The only trades I've been stopped out of was KDA, and of course I expected that because it's a low cap altcoin. And then ADA I got stopped out of one time. So to say we're getting wrecked, I don't know if that's a correct statement there. Stop. I will say, like, right now it's kind of in flux with us coming back down. Hopefully this is building a B wave and we're going to see a C wave coming up here in the future. But with us getting that bounce, of course, I like to see this ABC structure. We're finding support. If we don't really, it's make or break right now. Obviously, we do have this local low just a little bit further down, but it's getting dangerously close to that point where I am starting to see like there is a potential for a breakdown. Luckily, we have the hedge positions on our Bitcoin trade. And XRP, like if we do dump, XRP is going to definitely trigger its position as well. That's another one that I'm looking forward to getting into. Either one, if we do have a little bit of a pump here, it's going to create a new position up here at about 55.9 cents. Or if we get back down below 51.1 cents. Which we did gently over here, but I don't think did I get into that one? I think I did, but I got stopped out. So if we do have a massive dump on our hands, or even like a short-term one, I'm going to have XRP and I'm going to have Bitcoin as my short trades going forward. But as of right now, it's kind of in flux. Happy Sunday, Trevor. Wait a second, is that a potential descending triangle on ADA? I believe so. I don't really trade like that anymore, but it definitely is looking like it. So, I mean, we've seen descending triangles break to the upside in the past, especially when it's a downwards, aka down like that. It's usually when you have upwards price action and you see that descending triangles when it's most likely to break to the downside. But as of right now, I mean, we're just getting capitulation, so we're definitely getting to a squeezing point for some real serious price action here in the future. But whether it's the upside or downside, at this point, it really doesn't matter. We got both positions covered. We have the long profit locked in on BTC. You know, not in terms of like we've taken profit and that's all there is, but we have the short position. So if we do go to the downside, time saved. All right, that's the most important thing to me is, was my time wasted in the market? And as of right now, it will not be. If we continue to the upside, we start holding that long. If we continue to the downside and get stopped down the long, we're still holding short, covers 1-to-1, and we proceed from profit from that range. So either way, we're aimed to make some really good money here. Yes, it is, Demo. Obviously, the past like 2 years have accustomed me to expect more, but there's only, you have to be realistic in your expectations, especially during times like this. There's just not a lot of trending price action, so there's nothing really to be done. So count my blessings. Die with 1,000, still at 3K. But definitely see, it's always, it does hurt, you know, seeing your account to get to, you know, 7K, 5, you know, and then see it come back down. It does hurt, but continue on. The XY is still climbing a bit here. Like I said, I mean, this can either turn into one of two things. Either it continues, puts in a higher high, which is more preferable. Like I said, short-termer would hurt, and that's probably what we're likely seeing. So, like I said, on the US 100, technically we can still come down a bit more and still have support around 10,686. And that would make another ABC right here. And then obviously I still would like us to get back above the macro one. But if we get below 10,686 and we continue to use that as resistance, there's potentially a big drop coming in. Most definitely there is potentially a big drop coming in. Because the next available support region really won't be until down here around the 7,000s. Obviously, could we create another support in between? Of course, but like we have to go in order of succession until a new support shows itself that's being newly created, aka that's what ABCs are used for. We can't really expect that there will be a bottom. We have to work with the trend. So just keep that in mind. Upcoming future here, guys. It is a quite dangerous time. Obviously, like I said, that's why we take the hedge positions, save time. We start with 4K and not 1K. Did you hit these trades on BTC? I mean, these should have set your account way forward. This one right here, traded all the way down. That was the major one. I mean, that's the single one that put me into that major go ahead. Obviously, we had that kind of windfall on KDA, but that only added like 1,000. No, I actually no. I think it added close to 2K, something like that. You started 2 months ago. Yeah, it's definitely been the last like 3.5 months have definitely been a struggle. So I understand. Now, if you're just playing BTC and Ethereum, you definitely would have stopped out a couple times here, depending on how you're playing this. But it seems to me you're playing smaller time frames. Correct me if I'm wrong. That just this price action here, we had, of course, stop after stop after stop, but you would have had a decent trade coming down that you might still be in. And then obviously this trade, you would have gotten stopped at a couple times, but you're still in it. It's been, since the last time you would have been stopped out, it's been, you know, almost a month. So. Like I said, if you're playing on the smaller time frames, don't be afraid to take profit. That might be a little bit more conducive to what you're doing. If you're trying to do the compounding that I'm talking about, you can't be playing those smaller time frames. You're not going to get those trending trades. ETH W going up fast. Not on the higher time frames. I mean, it's having a little pump, but I don't know about that. It's got a nice ABC structure. That's something cool to see. And it had a nice ABC short right here. Definitely would have been knocked out a couple times, but probably would have been knocked out 4 or 5 times. But so far, I mean, right there, that's a 38% dump. If you're on 10x, that's 308%. So 38 R&R so far. Getting knocked out 4 times doesn't sound too shabby. I don't think I'll be taking that trade, but because I already have a couple lined up. Like I said, XRP's on my list, ADA's on my list. I already have a BTC long, and then if we get back about 1420, that's when I'm going to enter my ETH long. I already have one technically, but like I said, that is a example trade that I took for a friend, and then as well as that, any profits from that is going towards his account to help him get started. And of course, if that trade does fail, I'm still going to help him out. I just wanted to kind of put some stakes on the line, you know, make him feel the pressure, get him involved a little bit in what's happening in the market, build up that excitement. Missed a notification? No problem, man. We just hanging out. It's just a chill Sunday. So I gotta hop on. Some commentary on the market. Right now, like, just if my friends aren't on, my head starts to spin. I got a situation that seems impossible. Entered Algo and Doge. Doge? Alright, I'm gonna believe in you. Alright, I'm assuming you entered this ABC? Is that true? This one right here? Or is it a short? Ooh, Algo did complete that setup. That's quite nice. This one I can see, and I do like the structure. Doge, not so much. It looks a lot of thin price action, so I don't know about that. What about BNB? I mean, everyone's talking about the hack, but didn't really see much happen from it. Of course, we had a drop, but we had a drop on everything else. On a larger time frame, because like I said, I really don't. This price action is a little bit too thin for me. I don't like the way it looks. I mean, we have the ABC from down here, but there's not much else. Do you miss enter? Do you miss to enter trades while sleeping, or do you jump out of bed like a kangaroo when the alert rings? Lately, like I just sleep through the night. Like I've been having a lot of luck with like waking up and then having a chance to re-enter. Right now, like I just need my sleep. Why did I get rid of my beard? I look so wise with it. I have like a tick where like when I'm stressed, I pick my beard, and I get like these little patchy spots. So I figured I'd shave it, let it grow back in, and hopefully the couple of weeks that it takes to grow back in, I'm kind of breaking that habit of pulling my beard. That way it looks a little bit more full, I guess. I don't grow the best beard anyways, but it'll be back sooner rather than later. I'm not keeping it off, just regrowing it so that it looks good. In 2018, there was days when price hardly moved $200. We will see many days in 2023. Yeah, most definitely. Chart Whisperer. I wish, man. I mean, if you want to draw a trend line, you can say we're still following the uptrend here. Like I said, I mean, as of right now, in terms of like probability, I'm still bullish. Once we break down back down below the support, obviously this one becomes more likely, and then past that point, things start to get a little bit dangerous. Of course, we can still find support at 16,170, 16,300. But if we fail that, definitely gonna see a dump. Well, in terms of the structure right now, like I said, I do like it. It's what we've seen in the past in terms of sharp recovery and then kind of like a long rounded bottom. I mean, this one's definitely given that shape. We have sharp recovery, and then we're kind of getting that rounded bottom. Top G don't sleep. Top G do sleep. That's how he stay top G. Okay, great Spotify playlist. By the way, the songs I played on stream. Appreciate that, man. This isn't a monetized stream today, so I'll probably play a little some. I'm playing this song a lot. I like this song. I don't know if I've added this to the playlist or not. Probably. Oh, looks like I haven't. I've been bad about adding songs lately.
Anxiety ridden, you're wildly driven, guy with a vision that's finally getting another chance at his life to make some wiser decisions. And all these songs are therapy, it's like a diary written in all these syllables and rhymes through a myriad of lines. Plant a little seed of hope, and I've been giving it some time. Still these demons lurk around just like some villains in my mind. Feel them slither, dripping venom down the ridges of my spine. All these hills I've yet to climb, always something that's attached. Hard to shoulder all this weight when you got monkeys on your back.
It doesn't seem to be getting quite better. I gave him some flea medicine just in case it is fleas, but it doesn't seem to have helped. I'm pretty sure it's just allergies. They kind of build up during the summer, and then it's the worst right before winter. So I guess I just gotta suffer through it just like he is. Because last year I put a cone on him, but unfortunately the cone kind of like got to his hair, and it basically like made his neck bare. And I don't want to do that to him again, so I'll keep an eye on it, make sure he's not doing any damage to his actual skin himself, but I just feel bad for him. Guy, make a challenge portfolio, scalping 5-minute ABCs. I don't think so, man. Maybe in the future, but I really want to focus on this account have this as a gemstone that people can look to, that time and persistence is what's required. Of course, you can always get lucky and have those times where, like, if you time it right, you can make a lot, but I just want to make sure people do things right. Even though it's not as exciting, I just want to be a good example above anything else.
Dark clouds cover the future like cataracts. The pain was such a common occurrence that I'd adapt. Until I made a change to the map. You gotta take responsibility for what you attract. Track marks cover arms of people I warned. The demons looking in my face like, yeah, you've been warned. So much needed reform, doubt I weathered the storm. Thank God I found some light through it. I've been reborn and I relish it. Even though sometimes I'm devilish. At being good and bad, I'm a specialist. And running from the truth is a theme that is overly relevant. The devil in the room is
My current account challenge, I started with 1,000, and it started off as me doing what I typically do when I start an account, playing on the smaller time frames. And you know, a part of that was, yes, I can do it, and if I don't get ahead of myself, it typically goes well. But the biggest reason why I played on smaller time frames was to have something to constantly talk about. You know, you can't really have a YouTube channel where the same thing happens every single day. So it was a ploy kind of to grow the channel, but in the end, I decided that I'd rather have good examples rather than attract more people. So I started with 1,000. I got it to 5K within a couple, maybe like 1 or 2 weeks. Ended up crashing it back down to $400 because I got ahead of myself. And then I refilled the account, $600. Then I changed it to the more trending long-term trades and got it up to 7.5K. It took a couple months. So right now we're probably sitting somewhere around 7 months maybe, and still only up around 200%. But my hope is that I play this account throughout pretty much the entirety until like the next top of the bull market, to show people like, hey, if you stick with something, it's going to become something great. So obviously I don't know where it's going to end up at, but I'm hoping to turn like 1,000 into at least a couple $100,000, if not $1 million. Show people that it's possible. So we can turn $100 into 100,000. Turning 1,000 into $1 million should be no problem, especially with the amount of time that we have. And then don't know what I'm gonna do with that money. Obviously I will draw it, put like 40% away for taxes, and then I might use that to start use that as seed money for my compound. A little vacation retreat for people. Probably have a couple Airbnbs on it. And as laws start to change around psychedelic use, maybe I have to go to school, get a couple degrees in order to be able to have legal rights to administer it to people. Obviously legal waivers, a whole lot of stuff. But that's kind of what I want to do, because I saw how much they helped me in terms of like opening up the way I think. Obviously, like, I still have human struggles in terms of self-discipline and stuff, but I think it let me let go of a lot of the stuff, and it helped me think through trading and what it's supposed to be. But more than likely mushrooms. Mushrooms seem to be on the forefront of getting legalized. I don't think they're legal yet in Colorado, but I know they're decriminalized. So essentially, like, you can have them on you, You can eat them, you just can't sell them. So obviously somewhere in that chain, someone is selling. So essentially they're still illegal. It's just you can't be put in prison for having mushrooms on you. So, probably a legal way past that would be they're paying for the right to stay at my resort. The mushrooms are free. And it seems to work because before marijuana was legal where I live, you basically bought a phone charger for $70 and you got weed for free. So I know mushrooms are decriminalized in Washington, D.C. So I doubt, LSD will be legal anytime soon. I know LAD is legal, but it's not legal for human consumption. Boom shakalaka, what's going on, man? Damn. What happened to you, man? Were you holding any shorts when you went in? That would be a nice come up. How often do you buy physical stuff with crypto? Not very often. When I bought my car, I withdrew a little bit of crypto. But that was the last major purchase that I had to withdraw crypto for.
Double down, double down, double down, double down, double down on myself. I'ma make sure this fell. I don't got chips on.
Did I pay with crypto? No. I withdrew crypto into cash and then paid with the cash I got from the crypto. I don't think there's anything really around me that accepts crypto directly. Sure, if I went on Craigslist and tried to buy like a GPU off of someone, they probably would accept crypto. But besides that, no. Overtime is an underdog, another's uppercut to your upper jaw, messing up your repertoire. I just do it for my rapping dogs, cause I know that they've been rapping dog. You know what I'm saying? Double down, double down, double down, double down, double down on myself. I'ma make sure this fell. I don't got chips on nobody else. I just double down, double down, double down, double down, double down on myself. Haven't done it the past couple of nights, just cause my mind, I have to like shut down in order to go to sleep. I'll be quite frank, chips on nobody else. I just double down, double down, double down, double down, double down on myself. I don't know, it's kind of holy guacamole. I've been holding holy water ever since my daughter gave me power. Gave my gift, that's a baby shower. Instant destiny, tame Impala. Building this ain't taking hour. Brick by brick. I mean, the 4000 series is already getting released, kinda. I know a lot of the sample reviews came out to people. Well, actually, no. I know people, I think a lot of YouTubers have gotten their hands on it, but I don't think they're allowed to release performance figures yet. I haven't seen anything else that's not come directly from NVIDIA, which I don't trust. Obviously, those benchmarks are skewed to make them look good. Obviously, I have no doubt that they're going to perform better, but the claims that they're like 2 times better is I don't quite buy that. I don't know when you went in, Boom, but I mean the last really good trade that we had was back here. It was this short trade. Of course, we've had shorts since then, but unfortunately my dumbass did not hold them like I should have. So this drop right here I missed. So, and this one I did take profits on. I think we took profits around here. So, obviously, should have held on to that one too. But thank goodness we got a short hedge right now, just in case. I have to look up again. When did they come out? Because I mean, I saw benchmarks, but they were just slides from NVIDIA. I think I searched up yesterday. So let me check right now. I probably won't be upgrading to the 4000 series. It just doesn't make sense for me. I can play any game that I want at 4K resolution. Most of them I can play at above 144 hertz, and if not, if I'm getting 60 hertz at least, I'm fine with that. I just have to use a controller. Otherwise, I can feel. Yeah, so it looks like if this is it. Okay, so yeah, within the past day, we're starting to see some stuff. So this is with. So that was their biggest claim, is that RTX performs way better, which I have no doubt. That was not even a question, because obviously they're trying to focus that. But like actual performance without RTX, I believe, is not quite double. I mean, that's pretty good, not gonna lie. I'm assuming this is 4K. You're seeing about 50% increase almost. Well, that's kind of awful. But yeah, it looks like Cyberpunk performed really, really well comparatively. But everything else, you're getting really like a margin of error. That one, you're getting about 30% increase, not too shabby. But that's the thing, like it doesn't seem like it's a generational leap. So probably the 5000 series is when I might consider an upgrade, but there's nothing right now that requires me to upgrade. We'll see how Unreal Engine 5 games perform, but apparently they have performance increases in the engine itself, so I have no doubt that it's going to run well. Looks like we got put back into ADA. Crossed over that point. It's not bad. Yeah, it's definitely performing better. I just don't think I want to pay close to $2,000 for a graphics card again. I wish they would show me how many watts it's pulling. That's a big issue as well. Because the biggest thing with the whole Russia and everything that's going on with energy, you have to start being a little bit more cognizant of these graphics cards. And are you getting a performance boost, but are you losing it in terms of power? Because if you can keep the same power level, but also get the performance boost, I think that's all right. But it seems to be getting worse and worse and worse. Yeah, 500 watts. I think my 3090 at most pulls like somewhere around 300. So almost double the wattage for, 30% performance increase on some games. Oh yeah, I am 100% ready for the new God of War. As like a couple days before that comes out, I'm gonna go get my PS5 from my buddy that I've been letting him borrow, and I'm gonna be binging that. Most definitely binging that. I'll be right back. I gotta use the restroom. I haven't checked out any performance on them, but I bought the 5800 5800X 3D, and I think that's gonna last me probably until they come out a new series. Because for me, I approve of Ryzen more than anything, like that's why I bought AMD stock when I did. The major thing is the upgradability. You buy one motherboard and you can use multiple generations of processors. It's as simple as updating your BIOS and then going forward with it. So, I mean, that right there just brings a lot more, revenue, because people are more willing to buy. Because if you have to upgrade your motherboard and your processor and your RAM, it's much harder to get people to do that. So I think I'll wait till the 8000 series. So right now, like I said, my graphics card is performing well. Not really much that I can't run. And then combine that with the increased L3 cache that the 3D processor has. It doesn't make much of a difference in like single player games or games that have kind of like a render distance, but on games that are MMOs like PlanetSide 2, Tarkov, Star Citizen, anything, World of Warcraft, anything that has a big map with a lot going on, you will see a massive increase in performance simply just switching to that 3D processor. And I don't know, I haven't really checked whether or not the 7000 series has any processors out that are coming out with the release that have that 3D technology. Might be something that they release further down the line, but it's a world changer. It really is. I think with Star Citizen, you saw upwards of like 60 FPS increase, which Star Citizen is unplayable for some people, but that processor alone made a world of a difference. I know for me personally, at 4K resolution with like low settings on Tarkov, Lighthouse is one of the worst maps to play for FPS. Now I think I was getting somewhere around like 80 FPS, and then when I switched to that processor, I was getting like 120, which is a big difference for me, because since my eyes are used to 144 plus, any increase in that direction can really be, and for $450, that's the difference. All right, that's like, all right, I might sound hypocritical with that, whereas like with the 3090 Ti versus the 4090, I'm saying like a 30 FPS increase is shit. That's for $1,600 when I can pay a third of that price and still see that performance increase for a simple processor switch. That's where the difference is. But so if you still are on the older generation of Ryzen motherboards and you want to have like our last hurrah, I definitely recommend the 5800X 3D. depending on what games you play. Like I said, if you're not really playing a lot of MMOs, you might not see that performance increase. And I think I looked at the lineup. It looks like Ryzen, and that's why if you see AMD ABCs, might be a good time to jump in. If you look at the lineup, it looks like, whereas before with Ryzen, I think like Ryzen 1700 to 4000 series or 5000 series, we had a lot of generations where the same motherboard could have worked for a lot of different processors. It looks like that is a little bit different this time around for what their next couple of generations are going to be. I think the motherboards are only going to work for like 2 to 3 generations, which means that they have some really big upgrade in architecture along that way. So definitely looking good. Big fan of AMD recently. Because I believe the 5800X 3D, which is, let's see how much you can pick it up for right now. You can pick it up for about $400, and I'm sure maybe there's gonna be a sale soon. Compare that to like the what, 900K, which this gets the same exact performance. I think it was going for like near $700 earlier. I might not have the correct one, but it was performing the same as that. But you know, coming down to pennies there as we're getting into newer generations. AMD has been falling since November. I mean, everything has. So I don't really expect much different. But in terms of like larger trends here, if we can get back above $72, that's gonna be great. But as long as we're holding below that, the next level that we're looking for is probably around 49. And if we don't fall to there and bounce, we're probably gonna see 37. Yeah, I had the 5800X, but then upgraded to the 5800X 3D once I saw some of those performance numbers. Which, like I said, are quite insane. Quite insane. Depending on which games. Now, I mean, the price to performance is decent on a lot of the AMD graphics cards, but they're not quite there yet. I don't think they're anywhere near as popular as NVIDIA's, just because like the performance is what people need. I mean, they're willing to, like, when it comes to like, if it makes sense, they're willing to shell out extra money for that performance. And NVIDIA knows it. That's why they're price gouging the hell out of people. And it seems to be that Intel is at least somewhat competing price-wise with NVIDIA. If their next couple of generations of graphics cards can really compete and it can keep that price down, I mean, it's gonna be there's a lot more competition. He said, I'll be down for holotropic breathwork. I don't know if I'll get banned for that, though. I guess Wim Hof doesn't get banned for it, but he's putting out a video. Whereas, I don't know. I don't know if a live stream is more influential. What if you guys die while doing it? Am I liable? Sunreal just released a new song I haven't heard yet, so I'm gonna play it right now. It's only got 15,000 plays. Do you set your take profit or do you wait until it's... So lately I don't look for any specific R&R. I will wait until the market gives me a new position to hop into.
Sometimes I have a hard time listening when I run my mouth, yeah. L's and W's, I get them both, somehow they even out. But early on I realized there's something I can't be without, yeah. Self-sabotage again. Lucky I let me in, 'cause I need you more than you need me. You think I don't, I'm good at acting, but you and I know deep down I bleed for you again and again. Came for you in the tie rolled in. You caught my eye like some good lighting. When the wind blows south, I keep on fighting.
Still mining Flux? No. I sold my old processor and that 2080 Ti that I bought for mining to a friend that needed it more. And I had made like $300 from mining, so it wasn't a total loss, but definitely didn't make my money back. But sold that combo to her for $600, $400 for the graphics card, $200 for processor. That's typically how I handle stuff. If I have something, I usually sell it for 50%, whatever the price is currently. It's like I bought that graphics card for $800, so I sold it to her for $400. I bought that processor for $400, sold it to her for $200. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, I'm gonna try to get my money back when I sell to someone else. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's a used product, it's old. It's trying to scam someone. But to answer your question, all right, this is how I do things. All right, it's how I tried to do things in the past and successfully did it here. Not quite, but pretty much. And then have failed to do it here. But going forward, this is how I'm going to play the market. I'm not going to take profit just because. Not at a specific R&R and not at a specific price or profit. All right. If I get a long position from down here, I cannot exit this long position until I get a new one. So once we put in a downtrend and an uptrend, the second that we put in a lower low, I can exit this trade. And then if price comes back above, I can go long again. All right, because if price is forming supports and we want to stay in an uptrend, we need to continue to hold those supports. There's no reason to continue holding along if we're breaking supports, and we have shown, such as right here, we don't want to proceed any higher. Now, first thing that you're going to type in chat is, Austin, what if we don't form a new position to get out of or hedge? That's a chance you're going to have to take. But I rather have the potential to have running profits that I can compound nicely with little stress, rather than be afraid of what might not happen. And if we look in the past, all right, yes, you might not get a new position to get out of, but you might have a hedge position, or opposite. You never know what the market's going to give you. Here's a really good example. You could have taken a long right here, and then price went up and up and up and up, and then we put in a nice ABC position. You could have taken profit on this long, entered this one, and then price went up and up and up and up. And you can see, we didn't get a new position to get out of that trade. There was no new ABC that was of a decent size. So you go, Austin, all that profit was lost. No, the time wasn't lost. You can see we put in an ABC top right here. So you could have taken this trade and held that trade. So if I'm short $5,000 and I'm long $5,000, it's a 1-to-1 trade. If I lose $1, I make $1. So if I'm up $5,000 and I take a short right here, if I go back down and get stopped out, my short is up $5,000. All right. And then right here, I might have taken this trade with $30 risk, and this one I took with $50 risk, depending on how much profit I made from that original trade. It's about the compounding effect. That's all it is. So then on this short trade, you could have taken profit on your short right here and entered a new one and compounded. And then you could have taken profit on your short right here, entered a new one and compounded. Could have entered right here and taken profit on your short and compounded. Obviously, talking out my ass here. All right. I did not take the trades like that. I wish I did. But in the future, I will. So right now, I have a long position. I'm going to hold this long position until we get a new one to get out. If we don't get it, we don't get it. But we probably will get some sort of short hedge, or markets just continue pumping up. I have a short hedge right now off of this time frame, and if we continue dumping down, I'm free and clear. I'll still be in profit. I keep getting told to look at BNB, but there's nothing special going on. Like I said, people are concerned about it because of this hack, but it's moving the same as everything else. Everything else is on a downtrend, so is BNB. BNB doesn't have any long trades to be taken. I mean, of course, if you want to go down to a super small time frame here, you can go, Austin, but what about this ABC? It's very thin. I don't like the look of that. Just not my style. If you were to be long on BNB, it would have been from down here and you would still be holding on to it, from my perspective. And then the next possible trade, if we don't go down, would be right here. This would be a short hedge. How could you short a currency? Well, Forex probably offers the ability to do so, but traditionally, like if you're short the dollar, you would just hold on to whatever the opposite currency is. So you would hold on to Japanese yen because you think the dollar is going to go down, and then buy back the dollar. A short is just another word for sell. So if you sell the US dollar into Japanese yen, you're essentially shorting. Not quite the same thing, but it's synonymous. Let's check out what's in mine today. Like I said, I'm keeping an eye on Ergo because Ergo seems to be performing quite well. Is it performing well today? Not so much. I mean, it's performing better than most. So 3060 Ti, one of the best performance to power cards. You can see most is giving you negative 22 cents per day, whereas Ergo is still giving you, so you're getting double the amount of profits here. And yes, there are some other coins that are also performing quite well in terms of that metric. But Ergo was one that was close to break even the other day, so quite interesting. We took out Ergo on the charts here. Don't quite like how Ergo is only available on KuCoin, that is. Kind of shitty. But it's around that support region from this previous ABC. Marshman, what's going on, man? Nice chill stream on a Sunday. Said Saturday. Yeah, no one was hopping online, and I just need something to keep my brain active. So we're gonna hop on here, talk to you guys, have a nice chillax stream, play some music. But I asked anyway, so it's clear to me. I've watched maybe 15 of your live streams. I mean, if you're unsure of something, I appreciate you asking the question. Like I said, I'm not claiming that my way is the best way, but from what I've learned from my actions and people that know better than me, that is the way to proceed. Doesn't always feel like it, most definitely, but in the end, I do believe it is. There's always going to be the person that wants fast profits, fast multiplication. And yes, there is times where that is applicable and it's possible, but in times like this, especially sideways price action, it's hard to get away from playing smaller time frames and just getting absolutely destroyed. That's why, even though, you know, sitting in a trade for a long period of time doesn't feel like it's doing anything for you, it just might. Give it time.
I don't wanna leave before it's time for us, 'cause my only fear's not staying long enough to show my love.
You know I just can't stay away. Try to make my heart break. For the first time in my life, wanna feel it all tonight. I have felt the cold, believe me, I won't ever go down easy. And I've said some hard goodbyes, but I do it in my own time. Yeah, I sorta lie when I give advice, and I act like I'm not here. But I gotta shine for my future self, my dear. Days go by, but you're still mine. Time runs dry, but our stars still shine.
I don't wanna run from things that I can trust. You gon' remember me for me, and yes, that is good enough.
That is good enough.
I don't wanna leave before it's time for us, 'cause my only fear's not staying long enough to show my love for you.
For you, for you, for you. My only fear's not staying long enough to show my love.
Turn my air conditioner on.
Living in a generation where only comments getting exclamations. Trying to keep my mental patient. I'm a mental patient though. I ain't hesitating. No, wish I would.
Okay, do you do all your trading on Bybit? Yep. I've gotten plenty of offers to switch to other websites, but just not. There's no reason to. I mean, since my trading career started, I've been using Bybit, and I've never had a problem. Even when Coinbase and Kraken all went down during a major crash in the market and everybody was freaking out, Bybit was still up. Bybit was still chugging.
just really think I need solace. Some days wish I ain't make all these promises. I go
haven't
for
taken a
drinks
look
every
at it.
night that I don't want. At what
We're still
point am
below
I
that
an
point,
alcoholic?
so
Say what you
nothing really
want,
major
but
to
my
talk
whole
about.
childhood, bitch, I was a target, and I can't call it. Yeah. When I was 11, got robbed, now my man's pop. Since then I knew I was alone at the end of the day. Knew it's only me, and I couldn't truly count on shit. That's real. Got a girl I'm so in love with, but I'm afraid to be her everything. Guess that's why I always joke about wedding rings, cause I'm afraid I'm unlovable in the long run. Broken clocks are right twice a day, so twice a day I feel present. Looking for love amongst likes and faves. Tell me how I'm supposed to find friendship. I'ma stop giving my 2 cents, no matter what they go with consensus. I just want someone to say I see you and mean it. Is that too intensive? I ain't paid rent to my mind in a long time. I think it's time to go offline. I've been having a hard time. I ain't got no metaphor there, that's just real shit. Saying right things at the wrong time. At least I wanna be better than I was. I used to think like I better be discussed. Now I wanna just be. I ain't settling for buzz.
There right now, I'm still hooked to Monitor and Bybit. Can't even watch Netflix. Bet you I'll be able to check trades once in a while, because you're now on a trade with higher time frames. It comes with time. Definitely like the beginning. I would say like the first 2 years, I was addicted to seeing what my trade was at every 5 seconds. And yeah, like I still check, but it's not so much like out of fear or anything like that. It's just to make sure, like, am I getting close to a point where I have to really pay attention? You know, whether or not I get stopped out and I have to re-enter. It's more of that, and not so much of like, you know, just, you get what I'm saying?
I ain't always good, but I'm feeling better though. Drinking whiskey hetero, calendars looking like the skill set. There ain't a lot of holes in my schedule. Homies on the same shit, I no longer meddle though. I ain't trying to give the tea, but I got kettles though. I want everyone to love me, but I'm a rebel though. And my music taking places I don't get to go. Haven't come to terms with that, I feel more than I'll ever know. I've got to get away before I'm out of my mind. I thought too hard, I lost you, y'all trying stop. Who really loves you, what you trying to find? Trying to make space for my feelings, that should make me humble. Save grace for the meals, healing is a stumble. If you gon' thank God for the blessings, thank him for the troubles. Get a couple chips and then they fold, that's how the cookie crumbles. I guess I let the fear project. I say I love, they hear, reject. And here's the rub, I made a mess, I cleaned it up. I bleed, then less. Can understand what we accept. Can understate how we neglect. They underrate till we give less. I'm underpaid, I'm overstressed. I ain't always good, but I'm feeling better though. Drinking whiskey hetero, calendars looking like the skill set. There ain't a lot of holes in my schedule. Homies on the same shit, I no longer meddle though. I ain't trying to give the tea, but I got kettles though. I want everyone to love me, but I'm a rebel though. And my music taking places I don't get to go. Haven't come to terms with that, I feel more than I'll ever know. I've got to get away before I'm out of my mind. I thought too hard, I lost you, y'all trying stop. Who really loves you, what you trying to find?
I don't know what would go there. Boots? Damn. Man, that's... I guess I should have done socks. Well, that wouldn't be it because there's a K right there and there's a C. Is that how you spell porch? Wait, so it said in the rules it said that H wasn't in the word. Is that what that means? Shit, man, I don't even know. Is it an N? Man, I suck at this game. You ever try cold showers? They're life changing. I start warm and get to the coldest. Makes you feel great. Try torch. It was howdy. How did I miss that? I say howdy doody every day. That sucks. Oh, that's what it means. But no, I haven't tried cold showers. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I have tried cold showers. I just don't consecutively do them. Like I'll do it every once in a while, but I really don't like it. I used to go running in like 10-degree weather at night, my shirt off, and then get lost. That was not a fun time. Does that count? I'm gonna order some lunch. Probably when it shows up, it's probably when I'll hop off. What do we get for lunch today? Marshman, if you do the cold showers, do you do the Wim Hof breathing as well? Or do you just do cold showers because you're not doing it because of Wim Hof? Adult Happy Meal? I had McDonald's. Dude, I can only order McDonald's if it's 11 o'clock at night, because the McDonald's that's closest to me shuts down at like 10, and then the other one is open till 12, and the other one is leagues better. I don't know what this McDonald's near me is doing with their life, but they suck. They're awful. They never get anything right. The fries are always just cold. Terrible. What's my wall made of? Let me see if I can find it for you without releasing my address. Okay. So these right here, these, I don't know if these are the exact ones I got, but they're pretty much it. It's these little PVC wall panels that are, if you don't have like a, what are they called? I got like 10 snips and that's how I was cutting them. But obviously if you have a table saw, it could be a lot easier. And you just cut them down to size and I used a power grab in order to glue them to the wall. They're really good for sound deflection, so that you don't have, so like if you have two flat surfaces, it's gonna go boom, 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 boom. Now my voice hits this wall, reflects back, and then my voice scatters. That way it's not reverberating. Not really good for sound absorption though. So the ideal scenario is either one, I would have probably like rock wool insulated panels in front of me for sound absorption. Then anything that gets sent back is reverberated. Obviously, because this is also for looks as well. I'm going Mexican. Yes, Wim Hof all the way. Still learning, but cold showers, breathing, and cardio almost daily. Hey man, if you're into that kind of stuff, please be a test dummy for me. All right, not calling you a dummy, but you get what I mean. On my Reddit profile, you know, like just to add like validity to it. Like when this first happened, even before I mentioned it on Livestream, I put it into a Reddit profile to see if anybody had a similar experience. I did Wim Hof for like 2 hours straight, and then fell asleep during the process, but maintained consciousness. Fell outside of my body, had a crazy experience. So if you're down for it, man, try to do Wim Hof for like 2 hours and tell me what happens. You know, even if you don't have that type of experience, did you see anything? Did you have lights behind your eyes? Stuff like that? Let me know. Or if you have done that, let me know. Kite, could you make a day in the life of a YouTube god video? Thanks. It would be a very boring video. Me just chilling here, talking to people in Discord, ordering DoorDash, putting weight on that I don't need. Stop, buddy. Probably gonna get Popeyes. Hey guy, if you missed a long opportunity or a short opportunity, maybe a 2 to 3% up or down, do you still put a position while it's trending? Sometimes. Like if that was the position that I really wanted and I missed it by just a couple percent, as long as my stop loss is typically, I would like it to still be above the entry or damn close to it. So usually if it's 2% down and I'm trying to take a short, I might not take it. It depends. But on the, like if that was a really, really good ABC position, if it was just a minor one that really wasn't that strong, I probably won't take it unless it's like 1%. Did you exit your KMD trade? You're gonna have to remind me because I don't believe I traded KMD. KDA? Is that what you mean? I got stopped out of it, if that's what you're talking about. Simrain, what's going on? Okay, so my Reddit username sounds like a white supremacist. All right, but it was just because I thought it sounded cool, and I'm a cocky son of a bitch. Okay, so my Reddit username is Kite is right, which sounds oddly like white is right. Okay, it just meant like I'm a smart man. Okay, that's all it means. So if you go to Reddit and you look up the username Kite is right, you can find my profile. I posted on the Astral Projection Reddit and the Wim Hof Reddit to see what kind of answers I got. Didn't find anybody that has ever pushed that far. And a bunch of people like, I'm pretty sure you had a seizure. Maybe. But that was a pretty damn cool seizure. I didn't piss myself or bite my tongue off, so that would have been a telltale sign. Let's try this Wordle again. How do I restart it? How do I restart it? What? The next Wordle is in 11 hours. Okay. That seems like a bad business model. It's okay. You didn't put the name as Kite is white. I mean, that's just truth. I mean, I'm practically see-through out here. I don't want to make an account though. If it's telling me to make an account in order to play again, I don't know if I want to do that. JK, what's going on?
If I die, fuck what they talking about. Please cry for me. So much could have been avoided if we let the tears go. So if I die, please cry for me. No, I finally let the fear go. I don't know what's underneath. Got a phone with like 12 different ways that you could reach me. Why can't nobody reach me? trying to forgive myself. That shit feel like reaching. Trying to give my friends some help. That shit feel like preaching. Know this trauma got a root, but that shit seated deeply. Plus I feel like if I knew, no one would believe me. Paying so much cost to bear these crosses. Wish there was a cheap me. Wish I could unseat these Congress of my thoughts who act a lot like ours, cause they don't have my best interests at heart and they financed by elite greed. Wish I could be just one part of me for the night. I wish I could lose just one part of me in the fight. I wish I could be just who I ought to be, and I might. But when I win, I hope it's fueled by love and not from spite. Releasing all these songs, emotions still trapped. Something's always wrong, I hope it feels sapped. I need to let it out.
Drew, what's going on?
Real rap, but I'm from the home of these
Happy Sunday.
real raps, and that's that. So if I die, fuck what they talking about. Please cry for me. So much could have been avoided if we let the tears go. So if I die, please cry for me. No, I finally let the fear go. I don't know what's underneath. Got a phone with like 12 different ways that you could reach me. Why can't nobody reach me?
Gosh, my man, what's going on? That new Kai Straw, it's been so long since Kai Straw has rapped. This song is a bop. This is a boop.
I don't think I'm even good enough.
It almost sounded like who am I thinking of?
They're telling me don't ever take a
I
break.
can't.
They tell me you win or you die.
I knew it when I
Tell me
heard
that
it.
winning is my only sin, and the giving the sin is the piss in the morning. Yeah, I'm not addicted to
It
liquor,
almost
put the
sounded
glass
like
down,
Kendrick,
get the
like that
glass out.
intro.
Yeah, but if me winning is served with the lemon, throw the cap out.
It's
I
like
would black
Kendrick.
out, yeah.
Kendrick.
I gotta keep winning to cover my limits and forget the trauma I've been in. If I'm not on top, I can feel it. The proof that I'm nothing, I'm knowing I'm finished. I gotta get up. I need validation and love. I need a whole nation of love. I gotta make up for the vacancy of it. I don't see my pain in the face of the public. So look at me, follow me. I'm uncovered. It helped me forget I forgot how to love me. I need me a hit of anonymous loving to feel for a minute that I'm more than nothing to you. Yeah. Ooh, I got something to prove. Soon as I step in the booth, this is me fighting abuse. This is me wanting to use. Yeah, who needs the vodka? I got your attention. I see tequila dripping from the comment section and blunt smoke and every like you mentioned. I got some new drugs. I can feel good when the views come. I'm checking my phone to consume some of that crack, that double tap that. I'm a user and I'm used to, yeah, looking outside of myself, yeah, trying to find my worth in the eyes of someone else, yeah. Yeah, if I don't win, I'm scum, yeah. If I'm number one, yeah. No, that's not enough. If I don't love my own self, I gotta unlearn being concerned about all this. And nobody on earth is flawless. I don't wanna seek applause, it's outside of me, it ain't mine. I wanna feel better, no fear in the mind, no beer in the hand, and be in the eye, or anything but thank God I'm alive. And thank God I'm alive. Drunk driving at night with a mind full of self hate. Another night, another midnight milkshake. Another fight with the hell myself made. Like damn, how many cuts are by my hands? How much poison?
All right, I'm gonna try Wordle one more time. If I open up an incognito tab, I won't show up though. I'm pretty good at 2048. But I mean, like once you know the trick, it's just easy, and it's a matter of almost luck. Like if you look at what I'm doing, you can probably pick up how I go about 2048.
Like give me that fanny pack and that food truck. And maybe I'm stuck with just one chick, Mama Medusa. I wanna see the sunset as a gift, hallelujah. And I got $2 to my name, so what? I made new Buddha. I wanna feel calm in the jaws of a barracuda. Laying in my blood and I still got love for my shooter. Rewind everybody with the same unmade, no doula. Look at everything you want and hate and face your ruler.
You see here, kid? You gotta just go for it. What did you find?
I remember, like, I think this was like 7th grade. This was like the hot game on the market. Everybody had it on their phones. Everybody was playing it during class.
You see here, kid?
I don't quite know what was the big draw to it. I guess it's just, I don't know, repetition. And it's kind of like a puzzle, depending on how you play it. Ooh, I almost just screwed it up. That would have been bad. Essentially, like, you just work it down as you go. So, like, you see how, like, I'm lining up right here? And it's like, okay, if I can get them all stacked up here, I can just slide right, fill all these slots back up. And then you do the exact opposite. As it gets, like, harder and harder, you go backwards. So, like, I would start doing the largest here, working this way. And then I guess eventually, like, it would get to a point where, like, you just can't do anymore. What's the name of the current song? I don't know how long ago you asked that question, but this one's Dark Prism by Airwing Marine. Airwing Marine is a Tarkov YouTuber who created a bunch of playlists that are non-copyright. They're kind of just like background songs. So if you like it, check them out. Once again, Airwing Marine. We'll see what Monday morning has in store for us. I'm certainly hoping that the US 100 and the SPY right now is a aggressive retest. Because if we can confirm this as support once again, it's a pretty strong sign. But the only issue is that it might not be. We might open and we might fall through it. And if that's the case, it's a dangerous thing, especially right here for the SPY. I mean, the SPY has almost an immediate drop down to 319. I'm not saying it's just going to be a straight shot. I'm just saying if we fail this support, there is nothing strong enough really to keep us held up unless we can get back above this at some point. It's going to be kind of a direct drop there. US 100 at least has something underneath of us to hold us. Maybe two things. I doubt that one's going to do much, but this one is the last strong stopper. But all eyes are on the market right now, seeing what's going to do next with that support. If we hold support, a lot of these coins are in good positions. I mean, ADA has a nice long position open. Obviously, we're seeing the capitulation come in, so whatever move happens, within the next month or so, it's going to be quite large. Obviously, Bitcoin has that ABC position that we're still in. Ethereum has one that's coming up here shortly. Algo's got one. KDA's got one. So, I mean, everything's kind of primed and ready. Either we're going to hold true and we're going to get a nice bounce coming in here shortly, or we're going to get rejected and probably have a significant fall. So, I mean, like I said, XRP is a short position I'm willing to get into. It has a nice setup. We have the one for BTC. I'm sure there's possibly a couple other coins that have something similar, but as of right now, that's all we really need. Twitter has an upcoming ABC, but who knows? This might be a rise since Elon Musk is possibly taking over. Apparently, he's supposed to be finalizing that deal, but apparently they're saying no now. Okay. I guess it's just bad business practice. XTZ's got a nice one. Dot had a good entry down here. If we get back above that support on KDA, I might hop back in. Like I said, low risk because there's a lot of potential with that, but learned my lesson with only 2 trades on BTC at the moment. Sounds like a good idea. My food's on its way. Should be here in about 10 minutes. That's when you can probably expect me to hop off. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Most definitely. Hey Kai, have you seen FXS? No. Yoinks, dude. Any more price action, or is this just a newer coin? Oh, it's on Kraken. I mean, that's decent. It didn't put in a lower low. The price action is quite volatile. Is it tradable on Bybit? It is. Did we put in a lower low? No. But it doesn't seem new enough for like any supports or resistances to really give us any good positions. I mean, there was an ABC up here, but that would have been a lot of crossover. Just low liquidity in this coin. But could be something to look at in the future. The fact that it's listed on Kraken gives it somewhat a decent reputation in my head, but I know nothing about the coin and what it does. So can't really get too crazy about it. Oh, it looks all right. It's not too crazy compared to some of this other stuff I've been recommended to look at. All right, what are your thoughts on on decentralized finance, making passive income using it? I just am very wary of the word passive income to begin with. Couldn't find your Reddit. There was an account called Kite is Horny. Not mine. So, Reddit.com. Like how the first thing that pops up is 5800X3D. So I was looking up that processor, and then there's NSFW, at the back end here. I guess yeah, right here, reddit.com/kite is right. Wim Hof sent me out of body and I got attacked by a bear. That's me. Not a lot of whole on here. Here's one of my old setups. Back when I used to do Twitch. One of my old computers, which I'm very proud of. Oh. There you go. It's like I built like a little tiny SFX PC. SFC. I don't know what correct name for it is, but it was a small, powerful computer. Back when I used to have a blue Yeti and I put a sock on it in order to help with air hitting it. Yeah, should be, yeah, Kite is right. There's a falling wedge on BTC. If you're talking about a really small time frame, that doesn't really concern me. I mean, on a larger time frame, talking about like super large time frame. Yeah, you can claim that with trend lines, but I just don't like trend lines anymore that much. Did you take the entry on the Bitcoin long? Yeah, we took it like 3 weeks ago. How much you're risking on your current challenge portfolio? About like 0.8 to 0.9% risk. O10, see you, buddy. Digital, what's going on, man? Happy weekend. Having a nice chillax stream. No real expectations. Just figured I'd hang out with you guys. Made the deal that once my food gets here, it gets close. So I'm gonna hop off. And it says it should be here pretty soon. So, like I said, I'll be on tomorrow. Regular time, 4 p.m.-ish, EST. Once I know a little bit more information, I might talk about what's going on. So right now, like, just there's no easy answer. But if I miss a couple days here and there, I probably just need some time to think or whatever. Play Valorant on stream sometime. I haven't played Valorant in a good while. I used to be into those, CS:GO-esque games. I don't know, it just doesn't suit me anymore, I guess. I'm playing a lot of PlanSide 2 because PlanSide 2, it's an FPS, but it's not super competitive. Like, you expect to die because there's so much going on. So there's no real pressure to, like, win the round, so to speak. It's just fun and relaxing to me. One of the friends I play with, it just seems like any game that he plays just angers the shit out of him. I'm like, you have 200 people fighting in this area. You don't think that you're gonna get shot by one of them. Like, you're gonna die. Gets angry too fast. I like your background finish. Looks pretty amazing. Thank you. Still got a little bit more to do, but I'll probably get that done in a couple months. I literally just have to cut like three more pieces in order to get this wall finished. Been streaming for a bit today, just getting up, going to the night shifts, so slept in. Good luck, man. Good luck. Honestly, I feel like night shift is alright, depending on the type of person you are. My favorite thing about the background is like how the light bounces off of it. Like, you know, I can change. I have my window open right now, so you can't really see it that easy, but like, you know, putting on like a red. This makes it look alright. DF, what's going on, man? You having a good Sunday? Lost track of mine. I just got stuffed right there. I can't do night shift at all. Nope. All right, guys. My food's pulling up into my neighborhood. I'm gonna let you go. Hopefully, you guys have a good rest of your weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 4 p.m. And let's see what we got going on. Like I said, I think Monday's gonna be pretty active, considering what's going on with the US 100 and the Spy. Either we get a nice bounce come in, or we're gonna fall through. So we'll see. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Probably just gonna end it as soon as we do the outro. But yeah, appreciate you very much. See you tomorrow. All right, let's do the thingamabobber. Bye.